Hello students, let us discuss the bond formation by carbon atom. Now first of all we have a question that whether carbon will form cation or anion. We know that atoms combine to form molecule. That is the main reason behind it is that each and every atom has the tendency to get the nearest inert gas configuration. For it one, either the atom will donate electron or the atom will accept electron. Let us take the case of carbon. Now I am writing the name of the element from hydrogen. Hydrogen, lithium, beryllium, boron, carbon, nitrogen, oxygen, fluorine and neon. Now electronic configuration of this element K1, K2L1, K2. After hydrogen I have to write the helium inert gas also there, K2, beryllium K2L3, carbon, K boron, beryllium K2L2, boron, K2L3, carbon, K2L4, nitrogen, K2L5, oxygen, K2L6, fluorine, K2L7 and neon, K2L8. I am writing the electronic configuration of these elements. This is carbon in the middle. These are the electronic configuration from hydrogen to up to neon. Now this is the carbon. See the nearest inert gas of carbon. One is helium and another one is neon. So both the inert gas, helium and neon, are equidistant from carbon. Now the question is that carbon will take the configuration of helium or it will take the configuration of neon. Now you see the first case. If the carbon will take the configuration of helium, suppose carbon will take the configuration of helium, then what will happen? This is carbon, configuration K2L4. So carbon has to donate these 4 electrons from the outermost shell and it will get the configuration K2 like helium, but it will form plus 4 charge. It will form the cation. Carbon will form cation. It will form the cation. Now let us see the another case. Suppose carbon will get the configuration of neon. Carbon will take the configuration of neon. Then what will happen if it will take the configuration of neon? Then this is carbon, configuration K2L4. It has to accept 4 electron. Carbon has to accept 4 electron. As a result, carbon configuration will be K2L8 like neon, but it will form -4 negative charge. It will be an anion. So these are 2 cases in our hand. Carbon will form cation by donating the last 4 electrons from the outermost shell, or it will form anion by accepting 4 electrons in the last shell. Now see the first case. Carbon donation of the 4 electrons from the outermost shell is not practically so much easy, because this 4 electron means total 2 plus 4 10 electron in the cell around the nucleus. Nucleus is plus 6 charge. In the carbon nucleus plus 6 charge, positive charges in the nucleus, protons, positive protons. These protons are tightly hold the outermost electrons, means all the electrons towards this nucleus. These outermost electrons also. So when this 4 electron the carbon will donate, then a large amount of energy will be required to come out from that holding capacity of the carbon nucleus. So it is not practically easy to donate this 4 electron from the outermost shell. So if it will not practically donate this 4 electron from the outermost shell, carbon cation formation is not possible. Now see the second case. In case of the second one, carbon has to gain 4 electron. When a carbon will gain 4 electron, then it will form K2L8 configuration. Now, if the carbon will gain 4 electrons, see in this case, the nucleus has 6 proton, because proton number and the electron number of carbon is same. So in nucleus is the 6 proton, means 6 positive charge in the nucleus, and now we have added 4 more extra electrons. That means electrons are 10, total electrons 10. You have seen 2 plus 8, 10, minus 10. So 6 proton cannot hold the 10 electron towards it, not so easy. So practically carbon anion is also not possible. So what is the meaning of it? What is our conclusion? Carbon can neither form cation nor it can form anion. So ionic bond is not possible. So carbon will take part in bonding with the same carbon atom or with other non-metal by covalent bond.